Hello, people. I'm going to tell you guys more about this story, and we hope that you guys enjoy it. And, Dad, I hope that you would listen to this later on at some point. I love you, and let's jump into today's topic, or for this video's topic. I'm going to show you guys what's up. So, I want to thank you, Dad, for everything that's going on. I'm glad that you told me about Jesus and took me to church and have been very easy on me and stuff over the years. But I just wanted to come and tell you this, Dad, that everything is changing. And I see God working in my life, and I know that you see Him working in my life, just like I see Him working in your life, even when times are going to be tough. And, this is the best of time to tell you that, well, I love you, and I'm happy that you're proud of me and you're doing this stuff. And I'm obviously proud of everything that's going on with you. Um, it takes a lot of humility and it takes a lot of trust and a lot of grace to end up getting through. Sometimes with dinners with me, it can be a little bit concerning, and I know that it can be overwhelming. But I thought I would just make a video because I know that you like always watching videos. Um, but it's come to my attention that I should probably just let you know that this video is all about you and how you became part of my life, Father, Dad. Um, but the Father has taught me well, and I'm in His arms, and I know that some nights I'm going to be sleepless. But Dad, just thank you for telling me what's going on. Thank you for trusting me, and over time believing that things are going to go on. I mean, obviously that phone call from last week just kind of was the stepping stone. What was the stepping stone into my breaking and coming back to faith, Father, Dad? But it just shows that it takes a lot of humility, it takes a lot of courage, it takes a lot of grace, it takes a lot of years to take this. But like I said, after I went and saw my movie in the theaters, I know that you didn't want me to watch it. I know that you want me to get rid of them, and I know that you want me to start watching God movies over time, or to watch something that's comedy, skit. Um, Dad, I know that we've had our fights and we've had our differences. There's a lot that's writing on everything. Like I write down notes and paperwork for you guys to not give you guys a hard time and to actually show you guys that I actually want to care. And I mean, recently, obviously, it's been pointing out to me that you're proud of me. And like I said, I'm proud of you. And I know that we've had a lot of fights and differences of over the years. And I just thought I would come and tell you that these confessions are 100% real. But just so then you can hear me a little bit better, Tad. Um, I know that I've accused you of things that have been on last year, what I was explaining to Mom, and I'm going to go into deep detail within the next 20 minutes and help you guys kind of understand what I've been going through, kind of what needs to be done, and what happened, and what led up to the moment of me almost obviously like hurting the family, if not being somewhere where I know that you don't want me to be back in jail, and you don't want me to be obviously be in going back to court or anything there. So recently, it's been, like I said, it's been pointing out to me, but it's over a year now. But August 25th or August 20th, 22nd, 23rd, I did not sleep that day. And it caused me a lot of pain that what you showed me was I was turning into a monster. Um, I know that there's a lot of movies that think it's funny and promote this stuff, but I wasn't planning on hurting anybody. I wasn't planning on making that coffee and stuff. It led up to a point, and there's a lot that was riding on this. So deep inside, these emotions are going to be okay. But because I didn't fall asleep, and because I kind of felt pressured because I lost my job the year before, so it caused me a lot of reflection and time spent basically on my own. I'm not traumatized, but there is times that can be worse. But just for the bright side of that, I want to say that I'm sorry, and I might have started crying because of things that were going on that day. Obviously, the lack of sleep was just, it blew me away. And then we fast forward about a little over 6 months in the future, and then we go into this year. And I'm sorry for drinking so much, and I'm sorry for popping so many pills. It was it was very shameful, and there was a lot of questions on the mark and what needed to be done. I was taking a lot of sleep aids for that 6 months mark before I moved away, and well, it's been pointed out to me more and more every day that God's showing me things that I never even thought you were. I thought you were just joking or giving me a hard time about certain things. But when Matthew Perry ended up dying, it threw me. It just threw. It's like another drop in the ocean that just kind of shook me up, and I was already falling into temptations, and temptations are still here. But I can tell you that I'm no longer watching pornography and all that. It has taken a tour over the last 7 years of my life, 8 years to be correct. And I don't mean to make this all about me, but I'm just trying to key you in on everything that's going on here to kind of what why I said what I said today. Um, but thank you for helping me. You helped me in church. You helped me get out of that class up at Alpine itself when I was going there, and I became. I mean, there was a lot of changes in there, so it took me a lot. But I want to thank you for all those fightings. I don't say it because I'm guilty. I'm not saying it because I feel shame or anything. I say it because I deserve it. And there's a lot of things that are going to be bothered by this stuff. So then fast forward into July. So that was back in May, March, January. Thank you for Granny, Dad. She's a very good hero, and she took care of you, and you deserve. I deserve to live on my own, and I put myself out here. But it's been reasonable and working with things. Um, but fast forward to July 20th through gotta remember the dates. The 20th all the way to the 24th, I was having a breakdown there in July of this year, and the reasons why I didn't go to Los Angeles is because of how bad I was in August of 2023. I didn't it didn't I didn't think I deserved going on this trip after I made all these plans to go and do this stuff, and I already had an option to do that. And then, like I said, I was punishing myself. Even though that I would have went, I would have felt guilty and shameful and sick inside. That it's not because of the airplane. I'm no longer scared of them. I'm actually thinking about getting on an airplane, and just going and traveling. But I know it costs a lot of money to do that, so I might just take the bus. And then, yeah, I should probably make a decision on um, going to Seattle or going to Los Angeles. Like I said, I want to, and because I've been reasonable, better, and distant from, and more open to you guys than I have been before, with my emotions that can kick in. I just wanted to tell you, Dad, that I put you guys through hell, and I put Mom through hell every day when she's taking me to the vape shop. And I know that you don't want me to take her to take me there, but for some exact reason, I put her through hell too, with taking money at a young age and not really knowing what needed to be done. And I needed this change to kind of progress and then move forward. Um, that has been taking my life into a perspective that I never thought would. Actually, I never thought I would actually be feeling the Holy Spirit recently, but I have. And like I said, I can't stop praying, and I'm listening to Patrick's sermons like crazy. But this change has shown me that you guys were right about a lot of things. There were some things that needed to change by the time that I was transferring out, but I'm not going to do anything and say anything, and I'm not going to, obviously, I don't want to hurt your emotions, but I know that there is a time crunch, that I know that I take up a lot of you guys' dinner table for all of my stuff that is a bunch of nonsense and noise to you guys sometimes. And I mean, it's like I said, I've opened up a little bit more to everything, and my emotions have been centering out because of the gym situation. But circumstances are, um, there's still a few things that I'm trying to, like, I'm not trying to even go to a doctor, but I know that you want me to be serious if I am taking the medicine, and I haven't taken the medicine since September, um, the last week of September, going into October. And then I cracked open another beer, um, with Javier, like I told you guys, but because of him coming over and using alcohol as a doorway or an open door to come over, and I had to be the guy that stood up to him. And even though that things may get out of hand, I know that I have the strength in Christ to overcome these challenges and smoking and all this stuff. It's just been very unreasonable about things that are going on. Like, I don't want you guys to feel bad for me, but I know that deep inside, if one of us is facing a battle, we're all facing it. Um, I mean, I'm proud of you guys, and all I want to do is cry sometimes, and I know it's okay to cry. And like I said, I'm like, I was punishing myself because of what I did in August. I don't deserve the trip, but that's the whole reason why I'm going. Is because I need to do things on my own, but we got to figure out this hotel situation, the circumstances when I go wherever, and if I even go somewhere. I wanted you guys to be there when before I just kind of dip out of space and leave. But I'm no longer shotgunning anything. I mean, I shotgun a Rockstar, a soda, or something, just to kind of feel happiness for the 5 minutes. But it doesn't make me happy to vape and to see you guys, or to have you guys see me end up torturing myself with nicotine and smoking and a lot of this stuff. Um, and sometimes I don't know why I started, but it has a hold over me. and it was the center of my universe until I started going to this meeting last week. And I can thank you enough for everything that's going on here. It's just a lot of information to work with. I know how you guys don't want me to beat myself up. And I know how you guys don't want me to. Yeah, I know that you guys don't want me to take advantage of what I'm doing, and I don't want to take advantage of you guys in any way, shape, or form. That when this all comes out, I just wanted you guys to listen to me because I'm not feeling scared or nervous. There's times that I'm worried, but I know that I will be able to make it out alive because it's not my first episode and it's not my first scene. But it's all going to work out, Father and Dad. I know that everything, like I said, I'm in God's hands, and I know that I may not make the right choices. I recently had to kind of walk the streets to kind of feel happiness, but I know that it was just causing me to reflect against every emotion, and I don't want to listen to my emotions anymore. But the nights that I do that, it's kind of random. And thank you for showing up to my sports class and sports events and stuff because I couldn't do it without you guys. I know that I caused you guys a lot of heartache, and I know that you guys don't want me to beat myself up or hurt myself. And well, with all the stories that have come up, I know that I don't want to do that. But I'm sorry for getting you guys involved, and I mean I thank you guys for taking me to the hospital at 17 because I didn't know what the f was going on in my head either. So, um, and I'm not just being a smartass. I'm obviously trying to admit things and to being able to talk to you guys and approach you guys in the meeting that there is a time and a place for every little conversation. There's some times are going to be worse than others, but I guarantee that you guys are just trying to do your guys' best job, and